The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Are you ready to go beyond? Welcome to my show, Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. Each week, I will be showing you how to go beyond your limiting beliefs to take you and your business to the next level. If you're ready to redefine, recommit, reset, and re-engage yourself, this is the time, this is the place. Go Beyond. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. As a motivational speaker, trainer, and mindset coach with the John Maxwell team, I help people get out of their own way. I help them grow. I help them develop. I help them communicate more effectively to get the results that they want in their life or business. If you're not satisfied with the results that you're getting, contact me. I can help you with masterminds and workshops and book study classes and all these things that are going to give you the tools and the strategies that you need to help you and your team get from where you are right now to where you want to be. Contact me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and message me on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, or my website, just johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. So it is my absolute pleasure to welcome my two terrific guests here tonight. I am so excited. So we have Janet Muller, realtor with Location Real Estate, which is formerly the K Company Realty, and PJ Villardo, the LendPro with PRMG, South Florida's premier mortgage leader. These guys are amazing at what they do, and I'm thrilled to have them on the Go Beyond show. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
That's great. So we're going to jump right in because there's so much to cover, and home buying is such a hot topic for so many people, and there's so many important ins and outs, and I know that you guys want to cover so much. You're going to touch upon not only about the ins and outs, but also why now, and now is the time to buy. So why don't you walk us through the process and how you guys work together to help your clients? Because I love the whole team thing, but your process is very interesting. So we would love you to share that with the audience.
Thank you very much. As you know, Jordana, the vast majority of my clients come to me from referrals.
Yes.
So when I get a phone call that someone calls me as a referral, the first thing I ask them is if they already have a lender. Some of them come from lenders, some of them come from other people. If they do not have a lender, immediately before I do anything else, I refer them over to PJ to find out what they're qualified to buy. It doesn't do me a service to them if I take them out and start showing them properties before I know what they can afford. So,
smart.
PJ?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Janet hit the nail on the head. It doesn't make sense if you can't see a target that doesn't exist. And it's important to get the numbers locked in because before Janet's taking them out on the weekends or these people are spending a lot of time doing this, they need to know what they can be approved for.
Right. There's nothing more frustrating than them thinking that they can afford something and you taking them to see that and spinning your wheels and theirs and then them being disappointed. So you do a lot of the legwork ahead of time to prepare them and then let them know what they qualify for so that they know what it is that they can get, and then they can really not have that disappointment but actually be really elated and excited about the process.
Yeah, I like to joke, the numbers part for me is I'm the broccoli and Janet's the ice cream, because the emotion part of it, everybody wants the ice cream. They see the house, they love it, but you got to eat the broccoli before you get the ice cream.
That's right. So, that's the reward. But
exactly.
That's a very interesting, and that just so you guys know, and you're going to hear more about them as a team and how they work. But that's so interesting because the way that you even just equated that, the component of the financial piece is such an important aspect, and so many people do it in the backwards way.
Right, and you have to have that financial piece because you have to be ready to make an offer on something immediately if you like it. And if we don't have that financial piece and we don't know if they can do it, then it serves no purpose for them to start looking.
Right. Absolutely. So thank you so much. That's the first, that's first of much information that you're going to get here tonight. But I just got notification that we actually have a caller on the line who's a very happy, satisfied client who's worked with both of you, and she's very excited to share her experience here on Go Beyond. So Alex, are you on the line right now?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, thank you so much, Alex, for joining us.
Yay, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
We're thrilled to have you. So let me ask you a question so that you can give, just a nice little overview of what your experience has been working with Janet and PJ for people who are not, they're meeting them for the first time here on the show. What your experience, which is an amazing experience and multiple times. So can you share a little bit about that with the viewing and listening audience, please?
Yes, so my husband and I started our home buying experience in 2016 with Janet. We needed to find our first starter home as a couple, and she ended up finding us very quickly our dream starter home, just a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath.
Right.
She dedicated her weekends and her time to searching a whole, up and down the coast, all the way up to, Fort Lauderdale, down to she was all over the place looking for this house for us. So she ended up finding us our starter home. Unfortunately, we were with another lender that was not PJ, which ended up being a mistake in the end.
We all have to learn from our mistakes.
Yes. It ended up being a mistake in the end because it delayed our closing, actually. So no fault of Janet's, but it ended up delaying our closing, and that kind of stuck with us on our house. But it was a good experience overall. We were in the house for 2 years. We found out rather quickly that we had to sell our house because we wanted to relocate to Orlando. And we went with Janet again to sell our house. And within 1 week, she put it on the market and sold it.
In Orlando?
In Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, in Fort Lauderdale. In a week? In how long?
A week. She
unbelievable
listed and sold within a week. Yeah. So her getting that sale for us, that enabled us to be able to start shopping for our forever home in Orlando. And we went, thankfully, with PJ this time, and we had PJ in the back of our mind, for our next home because we had such a poor experience the first time, and Janet had recommended him up and down, from prior experiences of working him, so we knew that he was someone we felt confident going forward with, and then the next home buying process. And so we shopped for our forever home here in Orlando, actually with a realtor that was not Janet initially, because we didn't want to, we didn't know if Janet was going to be able to work with us up in Orlando because of the drive. It's 4 hours away from Fort Lauderdale, so we were actually working with another realtor.
It's too far.
Yeah, it's far, and he couldn't meet our needs, and we spent 2 months working with him, and it just wasn't working out. And we contacted Janet. She was, kind of giving us some
tag teams reunited.
we did. We reunited. We reached out to her, and she was more than willing to jump on board with us. And PJ even backed it up. We felt confident in our decision. PJ reassured us, from his working with her that it was the right decision for us, so we went forward with working with Janet, and within a weekend, she got us a showing on a house. We put an offer in, and our offer was accepted. So what our other realtor couldn't do in 2 months, she got done in a weekend for us.
That's an unbelievable story.
Jeez, Janet, can you calm the playing field a little bit?
Wow. So
and both Janet and PJ, they knew that we needed to get into a house before Christmas, and when I tell you this is the end of November, Janet and PJ got us into a house by December 14th. We closed, and we were in a house before Christmas. It couldn't have been a better...
Did you get a Christmas tree in the house?
What?
Did you get a Christmas tree in the house?
Yeah, we did. We ended up getting a Christmas tree. We had it up for a week.
See?
You know what? All is good with the world.
That's right.
Is an amazing, and the process and everything that you went through, buying, selling, buying, right? Yep. So it's 3 different transactions, and then learning through all of that, and then them holding your hands, and then getting PJ involved, and then so swiftly getting it all done, and that's an incredible story. So just real briefly, because we really appreciate you sharing that. So for anybody who's not familiar, I mean, obviously that's a huge testimony to them. For anybody who's not, familiar with what they do, what would you say to somebody who's looking to, buy or sell, that from your experience? I mean, for your next, hopefully you're going to be where you are for a long time, but for your next one, you obviously have a winning team here.
Oh yes, and they work so well as a team. From my perspective, you wouldn't even know that they work for separate companies in a separate office. You would think they're sitting right next to each other with how well they know each other, how well they communicate with each other.
Nice.
And both of them are wonderful at putting your interests, your time, above their own. They're willing to communicate with you anytime, day or night, answer any questions, and there's never any pressure regarding your questions. You never feel like you're being annoying or you're asking too many things. They're always willing to give you their advice and your options without having any pressure to go a certain direction. They're very good at presenting the knowledge to you and giving their knowledge to you, and letting you make the decision on your own.
That's an amazing. Thank you so much,
Mic drop,
Alex.
show's
I
over.
mean, that really, yeah, mic drop. That's it. We're done. To know that somebody's on your side and they're just going to provide you with all the information that you need to make the best decision, whatever that might be, and at all, providing that as a service and just genuinely having your best interest in mind is such a huge, that integrity is really something. So could not be happier with all the great things that have happened with you and your family. And thank you so much for joining us to give us a little insight into your experience working with PJ and Janet. And so glad that it's all been such, a great experience for you. We really thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you,
for having me. I
Alex.
appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Have a great night. Thank you, Alex.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye now. Wow. Okay, so a few things that, are very important, and I can't believe we're almost at the halfway mark, so I do want to talk about the whole team work philosophy, because, she did have experiences working with somebody who clearly didn't have a partner or didn't really have, she felt pushed and, she was pushed to do something that maybe she wasn't ready to do, or into a house that really wasn't what she wanted, and maybe the numbers and all those things.
Yeah.
And so for you guys to work as a team, that's such, it's so refreshing, and to know that you can count on each other and that your clients can count on you. Can you, kind of give a little insight into that as far as how you guys work? Because that was such a glowing, I mean, you couldn't ask for somebody to have all the things she said, and she was not,
awesome.
Told to say anything. This is her, 3 times.
We didn't even cue her up. I mean,
No.
Jeez.
So that could not have been nicer.
Well, I think from my perspective as a team, once PJ does his thing and gives me the numbers, he's always available for me. If I'm showing somebody properties late in the evening and I need him to run numbers so that we make sure that everything works, they might be at the high end of the budget.
Right.
To make sure it works with the taxes, with the with all of that.
Sure.
I know he's going to answer the phone. He's going to get me what I need. If I need a different pre-approval letter, he's going to get me what I need, whether it be nights, weekends. He always answers the phone. And I think we communicate very well together.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. Communication is key, and I think why we're so effective is the communication throughout. We can rely on each other to do our part,
Right.
which is, important. That's probably
It's
the most
huge.
important aspect.
Right.
So I spend the time up front, get the numbers done, and then pass it off to Janet, and then we know that, the trust is there.
Well, and what I would say on that also is that it makes it easier for me to get offers accepted for my clients,
Right.
because I can tell them that I've worked with PJ for a long time on a lot of loans, and that he's closed every single loan on time or early. And if he tells
Wow.
me that somebody's qualified and he can close the loan, he can close the loan.
What a peace of mind. And the fact that you guys work so well together, and there's that confidence that you both have working with each other that translates to a confidence that you can pass on to your clients. You know, that peace of mind. This is can be quite a stressful situation in from start to finish, and to know that you make it as seamless as possible is pretty phenomenal. So I would like you to give your information for how they can contact you, and then you, Janet. So if you, PJ, if you let them know how they can reach you, and then we're going to go for a quick commercial break.
I'm on all social media, so Instagram is at the LenPro, Facebook, LinkedIn, same. The easiest way to probably get a hold of me is email, so pj@thelenpro.com.
And for me, the easiest way to get a hold of me is email janetmoeller.realtor@gmail.com or by phone at 954-330-3679.
Perfect. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We're going to have more with Janet and PJ. Janet from Location Real Estate, and also PJ from the LenPro. It's Jordana Foster with Go Beyond. We'll see you in a few minutes with more great information. See you soon.
Cirque Hotel is one of the newest and most exciting boutique hotels in downtown Hollywood, Florida. Cirque Hotel at Hollywood's Young Circle is the ideal getaway to this relaxed, vibrant, and beautiful beachfront community conveniently tucked between Miami and Fort Lauderdale, just minutes from Hollywood Beach and Hollywood Broadwalk. This stunning 111-room modern boutique hotel, operated by Trust Hospitality, was designed with a contemporary flair and inspired by the area's blossoming art scene. The long-awaited 12-story Cirque Hotel features Olivia, an authentic Italian restaurant by well-known South Florida restaurateur Piero Filpi and Marcello Sindani. Olivia is elegant and incorporates the highest quality ingredients, yet maintains an atmosphere that's fun and hip, a perfect reflection of Cirque Hotel. Olivia includes the cellar with more than 900 bottles of wine, a fresh mozzarella bar, warm, friendly seating, and mouth-watering menu. Cirque offers a high-energy bar and lounge area and private dining and event spaces. The Muse, a chic and sexy rooftop bar and lounge on the 11th floor pool deck, offers specialty craft portions and elixirs, an Italian-influenced menu, and live music from local artists. Presto Market and Coffee House features handcrafted coffee drinks and fresh grab-and-go wraps, sandwiches and salads. There's a state-of-the-art fitness center and 3,000 square feet of flexible meeting space on the 11th floor. Each of Cirque Hotel's well-appointed rooms and suites include a seating area, wet bar, 55-inch television, and luxury bath with rain shower and upscale amenities. Many feature balconies offering picturesque South Florida views. Cirque Hotel is the ultimate haven for business professionals, vacationers, and social groups who enjoy a cultural atmosphere and are looking to indulge, relax, and unwind. The uniquely branded Cirque Hotel sets a new standard for dining and entertainment in the heart of downtown Hollywood. Come, indulge, relax, and experience the Cirque Hotel. At Mr. Restoration, our main goal is to get your family back into your home safe and sound. We are a Florida property damage remediation company with over 20 years experience in the industry. We specialize in water, mold, fire, and smoke damage. We cover residential, commercial, and industrial properties. Things get hard when a homeowner or renter has to face these problems, but we are here for you. We are with you from the time of the emergency to the moment it's time to get you back into your property. We make property managers, public adjusters, insurance agents, maintenance crews, homeowners, and renters' lives more efficient and easier by following a step-by-step SOS foolproof plan. Put us on speed dial this year and make us your #1 visit at MrRestorationFL.com or call us at 844-878-5285. Interact with us and stay up to date with all the latest news by liking, following, and sharing on all social media platforms. Mr. Restoration, veteran-owned, 2 decades of experience. We served our country. Now let us serve you.
At Meridians and Marathons, Dr. Sandy Zaya offers a refreshing new approach to healthcare, helping her clients be well, stay well, and manage pain. As a functional medicine physician and acupuncturist, Dr. Zaya reviews your comprehensive health history, including all organ systems, blood panels, recommendations, and neurological tests. She examines on a deeper level by asking specific questions to identify the root patterns that show up as symptoms such as pain, insomnia, GI distress, infertility, anxiety, and more. Western and Chinese pulses and blood pressure will also assist in the diagnosis. Dr. Zaya offers acupuncture needling, fire and magnetic cupping, laser therapy, injectables, and so much more to minimize pain and help with sports injury management. Add that to a world-class marathon and sports coaching and yoga practices, and you've found your Zen. If you're ready to be well and stay well, contact Dr. Sandy Zaya at Meridians and Marathons today to book your appointment. That's meridiansandmarathons.com.
You've been listening to Go Beyond. If you want to be part of the show as a guest, highlighting your business, or you would like more information about the content of the show, email me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com or share your thoughts and call me at 888-565-1470. Hi, welcome back to Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster, and I have Janet Muller from Location Real Estate. And I have PJ Villardo, and he's from the LendPro, and we are talking all about buying and selling homes and the ins and outs. But I do want to go back to something that clearly was very important, that even the caller talked about. You guys clearly have a winning combination of, your team, since the majority of your business is repeat clients, word of mouth referrals, and even multiple referrals within families, which I find to be fascinating. Can you expand upon that? Because there's nothing more, to the credibility and the validity of somebody, not just, a friend told me to use you guys, but within a family. And so can you kind of touch upon that? Because I think that the audience would find this really fascinating, and you have tons of repeat referrals. That's what you built your business on.
Absolutely. I mean, every transaction I look at, it's a blank canvas.
Right.
And we're truly telling a story. So at the end of the day, referrals are the lifeblood to our business. And if we don't do a good job the first time, it only takes one bad experience for someone to have to really, could just destroy your name, your reputation,
True.
Whatever the case is. But as far as, referrals within family, I mean, we had one this weekend. I called Janet on Saturday and told her, we're going, I think this is month either 3 or 4, but we've done loans for brother who referred his brother, and then the brother we just closed, last month, 2 months ago? And then the brother referred his cousin. So I talked to them on Saturday, and we're working on getting them pre-approved, right now.
Really? 3 in one family?
So
That's
3 tiers.
That's amazing. And that's not the only story. I know that you've told me many that are like that. And then also within the same, just Alex who was on, and she's been with you guys multiple times. So that's a pretty great testimony to what you guys have to offer as a team, and the incredible follow through and customer service and all of the things, your due diligence.
It is.
That
It's
you
about
do.
the experience that people have.
Right.
I mean, it truly is. I mean, that's why I'm a lender. I don't work for a bank or someone else, because I need to be available.
For sure.
Odd hours. People want to call me early in the morning, late at night, on weekends. I mean, you're not going to get that if you're working with your local big bank. I mean,
Not
they're
at all.
closed after 5. If Janet didn't get a pre-approval letter on a Saturday, that could totally impact.
For sure.
the
So it's that
client's
flexibility,
efforts.
which is so
Absolutely.
important. So I do want to go back to something, because I think a lot of the viewers and listeners are going to be interested to find out this information, this little tidbit. So you mentioned why now is such a good time, why now is the time to buy. Could you, give us a little insight into that? Because I'm sure that
Absolutely.
they would appreciate that.
Absolutely. So one of the reasons is right now interest rates are great. So about 3 weeks ago, interest rates hit 18-month lows. So that's huge for people.
Right.
And that could impact them from getting into the next price range. That could impact them, from taking that next step up, to a house that they were unsure that they could find. And from what I see is that, when you're renting, you don't get any benefits of renting. When you buy a house, you're paying down the loan and the house is appreciating. So it's two-sided. And Jen, I mean, most of your referrals are from rentals, right?
Exactly. And right now, rentals in South Florida are out of control. There's limited inventory on them, and the price you pay for them is extremely high. It's not uncommon to find a 2-bedroom, 2-bath place for between $2,000 and $2,500 a month.
That's usually what people are paying.
And it's
crazy.
that's insane prices, that money can go towards paying for a house.
So now most
Absolutely.
people think that, they're used to doing it, so they've been doing it years and years, and they have no equity in that. And then you were saying they're paying down, but they're also,
Yeah,
have
it's
something to show for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that you guys can work with somebody. Actually, we were just talking with somebody before the show, and they found out what you guys do, and they told you, and you were right on the money with that 2,000. I mean, they know their stuff. You talked about the 2,000 as being like, our marker. It could be 2,300 depending upon the size of the rental, but the fact that you can get them in something that's their own, and just like with Alex, it could be their starter home, and then they can build up equity
Yeah.
and then grow into
Graduate.
that dream home, right?
Absolutely.
But you can show them what they can afford
I mean,
based on
off
their.
the top of my head, $2,000 a month in rent is probably going to be around, depending on taxes and insurance, but around a $250,000 purchase price. And
Wow.
2,500 Janet mentioned is probably close to 300,000 purchase price. So instead of paying that rent,
and have
buy an
nothing
asset.
at the end of those years.
nothing.
Right.
You
and
know?
I think people have the misperception
For sure.
that they can't buy.
Yep.
And then people also have been using the argument lately that they've lost the tax benefits of owning, which is not true.
Not true.
So that's great. So, if you are looking for expert advice, a team that's going to work for you and with you to be able to, take you through this whole process seamlessly, give Janet and PJ a call. And I have another thing I want to talk about, but can you give them your contact information again, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys can email me, pj@thelenpro.com. You can check out my website, which is thelenpro.com.
Excellent. And Janet?
janetmoeller.realtor@gmail.com or 954-330-3679.
So, one thing that I really wanted to talk about, and I liked saving this for the end, is that, buying a home is most likely the biggest investment that somebody's going to make in their lifetime, right?
Absolutely.
And dealing with a team that prides its not only is knowledgeable and has the expertise, but prides itself on honesty, which we've talked about and you've heard about from testimonials, integrity, and the patience component are such important aspects. And I really think that, you guys, it's really incredible that you guys have that and that you can offer that to your
Absolutely.
clients and anybody that doesn't know and they need to have that, guidance. This is the team for you. So I'm a quote girl, and so here you go. Respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, and loyalty is clearly returned. So I want to thank PJ Villardo with the Len Pro, Janet Mueller with Location Realty, and I'm Jordana Foster with Go Beyond. I also want to thank my amazing sponsors and the Cirque Hotel and Meridians and Marathons and Mr. Restoration. Janet and PJ, thank you so much for shedding light on such an important topic and your expertise, and look forward to continuing this great conversation and helping people, find their dream home and doing it in a really smart, effective way. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jordana.
Thank
Appreciate
Look
it.
forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday night on Go Beyond at 6:30. Make it a great night.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Have a good
you.
night.
Bye
See ya.
now. Thank you for watching Go Beyond. Tune in next week as we continue to explore effective ways to help you go beyond your limiting beliefs to unlock your true potential to thrive personally and professionally. Learn how to take you and your business to the next level. Contact me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and share my video, because sharing is caring. Contact me at 305-753-6758 or go to my website at readysetgobeyond.com.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those